Thanks a lot. My name's Chris Graves. I'm with Ogilvy Public Relations Worldwide. I'm sitting here in Singapore. My colleagues are eating, but they're not sharing. And I live in Hong Kong. Cowboy Caleb, thanks for the question. I was just looking at both your site and your Twitters. I can't use the same language you just used on this video, though. The question is about social media being a really dumb title, a really bad title. Yeah, I don't know if it's really dumb or so bad. It's descriptive. It may not be very sexy or very poetic, but social media is kind of descriptive. I guess if you looked at how people named media in the past, you'd think of television, so they took like Greek, right? Like seeing stuff from far away. Or if they took newspapers, is because it's news and it's on paper, okay? So I don't know, what do you call it? Do you call it like words electronic for my community? I don't think that works very much either. But maybe if it were more along the lines of, I feel that social media is really just an outgrowth of tribal belongingness, community news. So if you called it something like, community, news, or why not call it, my tribal mood ring? How about that? I think my tribal mood ring works for me. Great question from Daryl Tay about what if clients want to jump into the whole world of blogs or social media but don't really understand communities. I think there's a term, there's an acronym that somebody taught me a couple of years ago called GMOOT, G-M-O-O-T. And it's for marketers who really don't know what they're getting into, but it's a fad. And it stands for get me one of those, right? So you're looking at people and they see, and they say, oh, I just read that my competitor has a blog. Get me one of those. GMOOT, right? Very, very, very stupid, very dangerous. I think what we counsel clients to do, and we just did it today, in fact, with a whole bunch of clients, was first understanding and listening, reading. You don't just jump right into doing something like that. You start by listening, reading. You may not have very much interesting to say also. That's the thing, is if you're not very interesting, it could be a waste of time. So if you want to engage the community and be successful, you got to start by being a reader and a listener before you become a mouthpiece to other people. So yes, no, we do tell clients, it's not just about grabbing their money and running, but we have made blogs for clients and helped them make blogs, and some are really, really successful. We've worked with, in the past, our colleagues in the US worked with Lenovo, in fact, for a design blog. It was very, very successful. We've worked with companies like Johnson & Johnson for mom blogs. And what we do there is we help facilitate. We don't ghostwrite them. We just help them understand what to do, how to get started and get going. So good point, Daryl Tay. You can't be a phony. You do have to listen and read first, no question.